documents be rescued than them. Despite very low visibility and strong winds, the B-17 managed to snag the first balloon and hoist it up into its cargo well. And 2 passes later, the agents on the ground were themselves winched to safety, dangling beneath a plane moving at over 150 miles per hour through Arctic weather. The CIA had just proven that any lack of experience and technique on its part was more than made up for in sheer courage and ingenuity. The data recovered showed that the Soviets had been working on techniques to detect American subs under the Arctic ice and to attack them, and it helped keep the U.S. subs hidden from prying Soviet eyes. The United States may have led the way of computer technology, but the KGB was happy to exploit America's use of its advanced computer networks for its own benefit. In the late 1960s, the U.S. created ARPANET, or Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. This fledgling internet was used by U.S. research labs to share data nationally on secret defense projects. When the space shuttle was announced shortly after the successes of the Apollo program, the Soviets initially believed that the shuttle was secretly a space-based bomber, something which could threaten the entire Soviet Union. Soviet Premier Leonid Brezhnev immediately tasked the KGB with plundering the secrets of the shuttle and demanded that the Soviet Union's Military-Industrial Commission create their own. As work on the shuttle progressed throughout various labs across the U.S., the cooperating research teams made use of ARPANET to swap data back and forth. Aware of ARPANET's existence, Soviet spies in the U.S. soon infiltrated the computer network and teased out troves of data about the shuttle, learning that it was indeed a peacetime reusable space vehicle and not a secret space-borne bomber. Now wanting to be outdone by the U.S. once more in the realm of space exploration, Premier Brezhnev ordered Soviet scientists to make full use of the stolen information, resulting in the Buran, a Soviet copy of the space shuttle. In many ways, the Buran is actually superior to the American shuttle, despite using stolen information from which to base their copy and the fact that it only ever flew once. This is because the American shuttle program was beset by outside pressures exerted by various politicians, and shifting priorities constantly changed what the core mission of the shuttle should be. Forced to compromise in order to achieve a wider range of capabilities rather than a specific set of objectives, the shuttle was a fundamentally flawed design. The Soviet Buran, on the other hand, benefited from a single vision that drove its development, and the fact that Soviet lawmakers let its design almost solely in the hands of its chief architect, Valentin Grushko. While the Soviet Union was training and arming North Vietnamese forces during the Vietnam War, it had provided great amounts of aid to the North Koreans and the Chinese during the Korean War a decade before that. The CIA got the chance to take its revenge when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in 1979. Even before a single Soviet tank rolled into Afghanistan, American agents had already uncovered intelligence that showed the Soviets were about to invade. For 6 full months before the invasion, CIA agents were already busy training Soviet UAV and arming them with modern anti-tank and anti-air equipment. Much to the surprise of the Soviet commanders, the moment their troops stepped foot into Afghanistan, they came under fire from advanced precision weapons, such as Stinger missiles, which downed nearly 300 helicopters and 100 airplanes. Early contacts in the Pakistani government, CIA operatives ensured that shipments of weapons, medicines, and other vital supplies would go those back to the borders. Even though such a stiff response, the Soviet Union was forced to withdraw a decade later. While many factors played a role in the collapse of the Soviet Union and America's triumph in the Cold War, the quagmire of manpower and pattern that the CIA had turned Afghanistan into for the Soviets was a key factor in corrupting the Soviet Union. Even before the KGB's official start, though, the men who would later birth the legendary spy agency had already achieved the greatest intelligence coup of the 20th century. Even years before World War II, modern physics contained a potential for explosive power that can only be described as dubbed the atomic bomb. Various nations around the world launched research programs that have frantic race to be the first to develop these doomsday weapons. At the time, many of the world's top physicists lived in Germany, or territories which quickly fell under their influence. Thus, they fled their homeland seeking safety in the Soviet Union, France, Great Britain, and the U.S. As World War II began, the British undertook a great effort to gather up as many of these brilliant physicists as they could in order to keep them from falling into Nazi hands. The Soviet Union lacked the scientific expertise of the great American U.S., however, and in a bid to ensure it was not left out of the race to develop a nuclear weapon, it very quickly got to work infiltrating the nuclear programs of Great Britain and the United States. If the Soviets could not develop their own bomb, they would steal the knowledge to build one from their allies. German refugee theoretical physicist Klaus Fuchs was one of the many scientists scooped up by the British. They fully vetted the young scientist and quickly shipped him to the United States, where the world's greatest concentration of scientific genius was gathered with a single goal: beat the Nazis to a working atomic bomb. Fuchs proved an invaluable addition to the Manhattan Project, and his work sped along the development of a working bomb. Unfortunately for the US and Great Britain, though, Fuchs was also a Soviet agent, hired by Soviet intelligence and aliens to spy on their behalf. Fuchs was just one of many Soviet spies who had penetrated the Manhattan Project so deeply that Soviet intelligence knew of its existence even before the American FBI did. His stolen work would ensure that just 4 years after the end of World War II, the Soviet Union had its own nuclear weapon. Both the CIA and the KGB are legendary agencies in their own rights. Both sides scored incredible victories against each other throughout the 45 years of the Cold War. Yet, in the end, the KGB is widely acknowledged by intelligence officials around the world as being the superior spy agency, with capabilities so extensive that for almost 10 years the CIA feared recruiting any Soviet agents for fear of being penetrated by Russians. While the US enjoyed the security of 2 nations for the first half of the 20th century, Russian agents were fighting a covert war against their own czars, and eventually the other great powers of Europe. This vast experience helped produce one of the most sophisticated and capable spy agencies that the world has ever known. And despite its eventual end with the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, its capabilities have been passed on to the new generation of intelligence agents who now work for the Russian Federal Security Bureau. This episode is brought to you by Dashlane. Try Dashlane Premium free for 30 days at www.dashlane.com/infographics. And never forget another password. Keep all your online accounts secure. Periodically, the CIA discloses millions of pages of declassified documents that become part of the public record. And these many top-secret projects and studies of the past are revealed that many find surprising, if not unbelievable. Some of the craziest things in government books and done flat damaging to the CIA's reputation. Let's explore some of the weirdest government-sanctioned operations with sockets, cats, drugs, and prostitution. In this episode of the Infographic Show, CIA declassified documents that will blow you away. It's also surprising that recently the CIA believed in psychic abilities, and they found that they can utilize to benefit the government. According to CIA intelligence, they also found that Russians believe the same. In fact, from 1969 to 1971, the CIA was concerned that the Soviet Union was training its citizens with psychic powers in the area of intelligence collection, and they suggested that the Soviets' efforts were funded by a 60 million ruble budget in 1970, which was later increased to 300 million 5 years later. In alarm, the CIA concluded that efforts must have been met with success to justify this additional expenditure, not to mention the large number of suspected technicians and scientists involved. The CIA decided that for their country's future security, they too needed to investigate psychic powers. To this end, the CIA created several programs to study remote or the ability of an individual with psychic abilities to perceive something that a normal person cannot because it's obscured from view, far away, or happened at another point in time. In other words, something understood using only their minds and without the use of sight, hearing, touch, taste, or smell. And in absence of being given any information, either person or device, or the use of simple logic. According to the classified documents, the CIA believed that every person possessed this ability to some extent as a means of self-preservation, and that though this talent is generally underdeveloped in the general population, it can be strengthened and utilized successfully with the correct training. The use of remote viewing by the U.S. government had 3 different benefits. That it was a talent that required real action on behalf of the viewer, had minimal associated costs, and as far as the CIA knew, could not be prevented or defended against. It first explored this concept in 1972 at the Stanford Research Institute in California under the program Scanning. It began with just a couple seemingly psychically gifted individuals, including a New York artist known as Ingo Swann. He was a Scientologist. In fact, many of the other study subjects were Scientologists as well. All trainees were required to have a 65% psychic accuracy rate, and those involved claimed to surpass this minimum over the course of their training. In other words, things looked quite promising. The CIA also reached out to television personality Uri Geller, who had made himself famous by allegedly bending spoons with his mind. They tested Geller's ability in 1973. To do this, the CIA placed him in a room shielded from sudden sunlight electricity. They then picked a random word from a dictionary, illustrated its meaning, and taped it to a wall outside of the room Geller was in. But they refused the experiments to read firecracker. And Geller sketched a drum, or as he described it, a cylinder object that made a sound. For the word bunch, experimenters drew 24 grapes. So did Geller, 24 of them exactly. However, when scientists later drew a picture of a rabbit, Geller was unable to replicate anything similar. It wasn't his only failure. Though his initial experiments still convinced the CIA of his gift, others later labeled him as a fraud. Then came projects where his supposedly effective skill was applied in sensitive matters of government security, such as the proposed 1977 Gondola Push program, thought up by the Army Assistant Chief of Staff for Intelligence. The given purpose of the program was to train personnel to collect sensitive intelligence using psychic abilities and thereby determine potential threats, weaknesses, and methods for defense. It became operational the following year. It was given the name Project Grill Flame, and its research was conducted at Purdue in the state of Maryland. Eventually, journalist Jack Anderson got a bit of information about these CIA-endorsed psychic experiments and wrote about them in April of 1984. That same year, the National Academy of Sciences National Research Council gave it to him, and it was not a flattering one. Unsurprisingly, the Army's funding was cut. However, it didn't stop the experiments, which were renamed and transferred elsewhere. By 1991, the latest program was codenamed Stargate. Stargate and its supporting research cost the U.S. government $20 million. It included 40 personnel, 8 of which were remote viewers. 3 of these psychics worked at Fort Meade for years and were consulted by different government agencies on an anti-new basis. During its run, Stargate claimed it had many unbelievable or AIDS martini successes, after which they evolved down 8 beverages in order to calm down. Among other promising finds, one remote viewer was able to narrow down where a Soviet bomber had crashed in Africa, only missing the exact mark by a few miles. Another predicted that a Soviet submarine with 20 missile launch tubes would be sent out in 100 days, and 2, one of which fit the viewer's description, was seen 120 days later. When asked about the remote cameras, a remote viewer thought a ship called the Patua or Potua would go from Tripoli to Libya within this cargo. The ship called Potato did sail that route. However, what exactly it was carrying was never determined. Psychics supposedly helped with the identification of tunnels and underground structures in Iraq as well. There were even rumors that they hinted at the location of Saddam Hussein in Iraq, though this has never been unquestionably verified. However, for these successes, there were many flat-out failures as well. In 1974, a viewer asked to describe a Soviet airfield got minor details correct, but several additional ones wrong. Psychics were also unable to locate any plutonium in North Korea when asked in 1994. A